What's going on, gamers? It's your boy DiggsGaming. Welcome back to some off-hunting gaming news. Before I go any further, make sure to like us, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, comment down below what you want to see us talk about on our next podcast or want to see us do a video on. Now, on to our gaming news. First things first, the abandoned trailer app has finally shown its introduction, and it was pretty interesting, and it answered absolutely nothing. Now, before I get on to what was actually on it, let me talk about what happened leading up to it. Now, it was supposed to be released August 10th, but August 10th came, the time came, it wasn't there yet. And then Blue Box said we had a last minute issue with the app and we have to go and fix it. And that led to some suspicion because why would you have a last minute issue? That makes no sense whatsoever. And it took them until August 13th, Friday the 13th, for them to get it fixed. I'm not buying that. I'm just going to say it. I'm not buying it. I still think this is bigger than just a small team making a small game. And the reason it's still only a PlayStation 5 exclusive. If this was an indie team making a small game, why would it only be released on the PlayStation 5? It makes no sense to me. And again, I'm not saying it's Hideo Kojima. I am not saying it's Silent Hill. I'm not saying it's Metal Gear. I'm just saying this game seems bigger than what we're leading to believe. Oh, and as for the intro, it was just a guy walking across the floor, so it pretty much answered nothing. Blue Box actually released it on their Twitter before the patch was up, so didn't really answer anything about it. And as for the app itself, it had that teaser on there, and then it had a reveal trailer, a launch trailer, one other thing that I cannot remember what it specifically was, but it was basically another trailer. And then you have 2 spots for demos. So that's pretty interesting as to what's going on. Again, we're going to keep you guys updated with this game as more things develop, but right now we still have no answers on it. And that was a weird launch to the trailer. It really was. Our next bit of news is that Half-Life 2 is getting the remaster treatment. However, this is not done by Valve. It's done by a fan who's making a remastered Half-Life 2 collection. However, Valve has given the okay for them to do this. It basically said, you have our permission to do this. And I really do like that. It really is good for the gaming industry when these fans of these older games are allowed to just go and make a remaster themselves. Because what we know, Valve, they are pretty much busy with other things. This is not one of their priorities. And the fact that this fan wants to do this and that Valve is giving them the okay to do this, I really do like that. And I just think it's a good thing for the video game industry. Now, Half-Life, I'll be honest, I've only played a demo of Half-Life 1, and that's it. But I know how big the Half-Life series is, and I understand how excited some of these fans are going to be to keep an eye on this. So this is something worth keeping an eye on, and I'm actually interested to see how this goes. But again, really cool by Valve. I think that was a great idea. And fan-made remaster games, if it works out, I'm all for it. Our next bit of news is that Deathloop went gold on August 6th. That means it's ready to go. It's ready to be shipped. This game is going to make its release date of September 14th. I really do like that because it's over a month before the game comes out and it's ready to go. We saw that with Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and I think we also saw that with the Mass Effect Legendary edition. So that is really, really, really good. And when these games are able to come out on time, you just got to love it, especially during this day and age. Now, Deathloop was delayed a few times. We all know that. But now that we know that August 14th, it is coming out because it was ready to be shipped, that is a great thing. Now, how this game will perform, I have no idea. But the fact that they could get this game ready to be shipped over a month before, really good. I like it. Now let's see what happens when this game comes out and the reviews start coming in. Next bit of news is that Blizzard president J. Allen Brack has stepped down, and it was never stated why he stepped down. However, people are suspecting that it has something to do with the lawsuit that's been filed against Activision-Blizzard. And for those of you that don't know, Activision-Blizzard had a lawsuit filed against them over toxic work environment, sexual harassment, and discrimination in the workplace. And I'm just going to say this. It is 20 freaking 21. This has got to stop right now. if everything from this lawsuit is true, that's just terrible, and a terrible look at Activision-Blizzard. And the sad part is it's not just Activision-Blizzard. We see Ubisoft get in trouble for this. We've seen other gaming companies get in trouble for this. This is something that has got to stop in the video game industry. We've seen a lot more female gamers over the years. You guys know we have a female gamer in the podcast with KB, and it's just something that I cannot believe is still going on today. It's something that has got to stop. This is something that is just ridiculous at this point. And the fact that it still happens, especially in big gaming companies like Activision Blizzard or like Ubisoft, it's just ridiculous. And the fact that it still goes on, it's just sad. And it's got to stop right now. And I'm hoping that there is a change coming in the video game industry soon, because I'm just sick and tired of hearing about this. And it's like, why is this still happening? Why does this stuff still happen, especially in 2021? It's got to stop. It really does. And our final news story is that there is a state of play that is rumored to be on August 19th. Now, we know a state of play is coming. We do know a state of play is coming because PlayStation has said that by the end of August, we are going to get updates on Horizon, on God of War, and on the PlayStation VR 2. So we do know that a PlayStation state of play is coming. We just don't know when. And at this point, it's just becoming a running gag that people are saying, oh, it's going to happen this date. No, it's going to happen this date. No, wait, we were wrong. Now it's going to happen this date. And at some point, they are going to be right because we know it's coming. We just don't know when. Pretty much for August 19th, if we don't hear anything by August 17th, that's a Tuesday, this is supposed to happen on a Thursday, then it's not going to happen. It's not coming at all. So just keep an eye out for that. If PlayStation says something before Wednesday, then we do know that it's coming. And I think I understand why Sony does this, why they don't necessarily announce when their state of plays are going to happen until a few days before, because they just don't want to have a situation where something happens and then they have to push it back. And I do completely understand that. They've been doing that for a while. They did that with the PlayStation 5 event where they revealed the PlayStation 5, didn't reveal that until a few days before. So again, I do understand where Sony's coming from. They want to make sure they have this, and they want to make sure that it's going to be out on the date that they want it to be on. It's exactly why they didn't put a specific release date on Horizon, because they weren't sure if they were going to be able to get the game out by the holiday season. And it looks like they're not going to be able to. Horizon, it looks like it's going to be delayed. And it looks like at this next PlayStation State of Play event is when they're going to announce that, just kind of soften the blow and show everything else that's coming. And again, if you don't hear anything by Tuesday on a state of play happening on the 19th, then it's not going to happen. And again, some point, they're going to be right. Jeff Grubb has said that there's going to be a state of play happening in September, not August. And everybody's like, wait, it was supposed to happen in summer. But don't forget, September is still summer. So technically, it's still coming in summer, but it's just in September, not August. I know it's a technicality, but I mean, technically, the first 2/3 of September is still summer. So got to keep that in mind. That was all the gaming news that we have for right now, and we will see you guys next time.